Well, hello, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I've got an interesting video for you today. I want to talk about the Newpowa portable 60 watt monocrystalline solar panel. Now, I was sent this panel for review, so I want to say thank you right off the bat to Newpowa for sending this out for review. It's got a lot of good things about it, and it's got a couple things that I wish they would change, and I'm going to share all that with you in this video today. Now again, this is 60 watts. This is a suitcase type, but it's a portable unit. And just to give you a visual, this here is a 50 watt Renogy monocrystalline. This thing is much heavier, okay, and it's larger and it's even smaller output. I mean, if you compare these, it's night and day. I mean, the form factor of this Newpowa 60 watt it just blows this thing out of the way. Now, don't get me wrong, these rigid panels are fantastic, but I'm just showing you for the size comparison the difference. Look at that. It's much smaller. Okay, and it's a lot lighter, and it's 10 more watts. So very cool. Thing comes packaged very well. You can see that it's a lot of nylon and stuff like that. It's dirty because I've been using it. The carry handle is really nice. It's thin and it's nice. This panel is not heavy at all, but you'll notice on the bottom here there is this part that has these nice zippers, and it's a pocket area. You can remove that flap out of the way. And in here you have a few things included. Now right here, right off the bat, I'm going to hold this sticker up to the camera. This is the specs of the panel. So feel free to pause your screen if you want to hang on to that information. That was on one of these wires. You'll notice that inside of the solar panel here, there's a couple wires that come off of the panel itself. Two wires, and they're pretty good thickness. But you'll notice that the jacks, one of the jacks is larger than the other one. Okay? This jack, the larger one, can go to a solar generator, and this other one goes to all of these adapters. Okay, so whatever style you want, and they're in alphabetical form, like this is a K, B, A, C, E, F, G, I, L, and H. So all these different adapters. And again, this one right here, this one happens to be K. K is very good for charging other solar generators. That's that 7, or what is that, a 8.9 millimeter or 7.9, I think they call it an 8 millimeter jack. This is the port that I can use to charge all my other power stations, my Blue Eddy, both of them. I can use it to charge my X-Stars. So that's very cool that it comes with that. Now, it won't fit this one though, but I think that's very cool that they include these with this panel. I think it's just very well thought out. I just wish that they would have made both of these the same size, and I'll tell you why a little bit later. Now, you'll notice right here there's a couple things, these wires, and these are very interesting. You see there are some alligator clips here. Pretty nice. They're kind of small, but they're big enough for what they're intended to be used for. And at the end of the alligator clips, you see there's a black and a white wire, and they're already soldered. So that's for in case you had a charge controller. This is just a cheap pulse width modification. You would put those right here on the positive and negative to go to your battery. And then these clips, they open quite large, so you have plenty of chance to get that on your terminals of your battery. So now you could turn this into a solar panel that charges your deep cycle battery. Now on the other side there was another wire right here. That's this wire. Okay, you have a positive and a negative as well, and you also have a port, and this is the port that will go to the solar portion of your charge controller. So something like that, positive and negative, okay, after your battery is connected, of course. And then you take one of these two, it's got to be the smaller one, and that plugs in just like that. And now you could use this panel to charge your deep cycle battery. So I thought that that was really cool that Newpowa included these accessories with this solar panel. Now what I wish they would do is I wish they would change this, because let's say, for example, I'm using this small port to use this panel as a charger to charge my deep cycle battery. Okay, I got it plugged into my charge controller and everything. Well, that leaves me with this port here. So I can only charge my Newpowa solar generator. I can't charge my Bluettis and all my other ones with this port. Remember, it has to come from this port to fit all these devices here, all these ports. So that means I would have to disconnect the solar panel from the charge controller so that I could use that terminal to charge my Bluettis and things like that. So I wish they would change that and make both of these ports the smaller one, so that I can use this to charge my deep cycle battery and then have that secondary to charge either my Bluetti, or look at that right there, I have the same port to charge the Newpowa. So all they would need to do is put two of these on there. I think that'd be cool. Then I think this would be a lot more versatile at what I could do with it. I do like the solar panel. It's fantastic. I like that they include all those different accessories with it. It does not come with a charge controller, but you can pick these up. These are pulse modification. You can pick these up for like 12 bucks on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. You could also plug into an MPPT if you want something a little more efficient. Now here's a look at the owner's manual, and feel free to pause your screen if you want to read any of this information. I will try to hold that as still as I can. And this is all the information on the solar panel. So very cool. And then right here you can see some of the specs and information. Hopefully you're seeing all that. Let me back it out just enough. Again, feel free to pause. And then right here, a little bit more information. And then finally, let's get on to these last two pages. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and take a look at the solar panel and let you see what it looks like. I'll close these zippers for now. I really like this panel. I've been playing with it already before shooting this video, and I really like it. So right here you have these Velcros, and these fold out the legs that will hold the panel up. So very cool. So you got one there, and then when you open this flap, there's another one right underneath. So you have those legs, and the panel, let me back up a little bit. The panel folds just like this. When you take this off, you bring the panel out, and it's got two panels there. So each one of those is 30 watts. And then of course, if you look at it from the back side, you have these little legs. They fold out just like this, and then they lean against the ground. And then now, from my point of view, I can see these solar panels here. So very cool. Very easy to assemble. I mean, you don't even have to do anything. You just take those little arms out and then aim it right where you need it to be at the right height. If you want it a little higher, you can aim them a little higher. If you want it lower, and you can aim that thing literally at the sun, wherever the sun is. And then of course, like I showed earlier, you have that pouch right there that has all those wires in it, and you can run this straight into your charge controller to charge your deep cycle battery, and then run your devices off of that. Okay, let me show you just how simple it is to hook this up to a charge controller. I've got a power inverter, I've got a charge controller, and behind it I have a deep cycle battery that's already plugged into the charge controller. So we'll just take the solar panel, we'll come out like this. We know that we need these wires to go to the charge controller. So I'm going to plug all this back in so that I don't lose the rest of the wires. From here I'm going to unfold these legs, and then we'll set the panel out. Very easy process. We're going to aim it at the sun. Just like that. And then we have these wires come in here. I already have my battery connected. So there's a look at the charge controller. You can see I have 14.5, no error codes. And let me get to the point that I want to show you. 14.5 volts, 100% charged. I'm bringing in 1.28 amps from the solar panels, 20 volts. And my battery is 100% charged. It's actually in boost mode right now. So it was that easy. So now you can see that I'm using my Newpowa 60 watt panel to charge my deep cycle battery. And from here, all I need to do is turn on my power inverter, and then I can run whatever devices I want to run off of this power inverter. For example, maybe operating the camera, charging phones, charging my batteries, whatever I need to do. I've got 800 watts of continuous output here. I also have two 12 volt ports that I can use. So very nice little setup there. And it took just a few minutes to get the wires in the right spots. The wires were very close together, as you can see here. So that made it a little bit of a pickle, because the ports were a little wider than what these wires were stripped. So it took me just a minute. I'm really happy with this right now. I think this solar panel works fantastic. Okay, let's take a look and see what kind of charging we're going to get out of this unit. I'm going to start by plugging in to this power inverter. And let's plug this bad boy in. You just have to trust me on the numbers here. I doubt you'll be able to see them. So I plugged it in, and it takes it a second. 6 watts, 20 watts, 47 watts, 63, 64. So we are currently charging at 64 watts, and it says 52 minutes until charge is complete. So let me bring that up. Hopefully you'll be able to see that on your screen there. I hope you can see that. All right, let's take a look and see what kind of charging we'll get out of the 12 volt port. So I'm bringing in 40 watts, 43 watts right now. So these numbers are way better than the numbers I got at home. 41 watts right now. Well, folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video, checking out the Newpowa portable 60 watt monocrystalline solar panel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you're checking the description box down below. I'll put links to where you can find this panel. Feel free to leave your comments, like this video, share this video, and until next time, have a beautiful day. We'll see you then. Bye for now.